Sata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Channa Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधारा श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की नवदीप धाम की श्री जगन्नाथ स्वामी की यमुना माई की श्रीमती तुलसी देवी की सामवेद भक्त वृंद की निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pastai Bhutle. Srimate Bir Krishna Goswami Niti Namne. Namo Hamsanika Shaya Prabhupada Priyate. Shrudita Shuddhi Nishtabhem Tasya Vakyanuvadine. Okay. Hare Krishna everyone. Welcome to this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class brought to you live from North Sydney Temple. And welcome to all our online viewers who are watching us on ISKCON Mayapur TV channel, and ISKCON YouTube, hopefully. I believe Facebook as well. So thank you for attending this morning's Srimad Bhagavatam class. It's an important one, I'd say. It has got some interesting facts about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the 12 Mahajans, because Prithu Maharaj, who is an empowered incarnation of Lord Vishnu himself, is ready to greet, he has been greeting his citizens and addressing them after many years of some bad kingdom from King Veena, because he was torturing his citizens. After that, Maharaj Prithu had to be born as a result of the suffering kingdom. So when Maharaj Prithu came, he decided to help his kingdom. Obviously, the earth had stopped producing grains, the rivers and lakes were all drying up, citizens were starving, there were no jobs, no employment. It's kind of the situation that's happening in the world around now because of the kind of kings we have, prime ministers and presidents. So the Lord had to come down himself to fix things, as he always does. So he decided to do some horse sacrifice, 100, and Lord Indra in the heavens decided to hinder and put obstacles and stole the last horse, so he only could do 99 Ashwamedha Yagnas. So, the horse sacrifice. So then he was ready to kill Indra, because Indra took the 100th horse, and then he was stopped by Lord Brahma to say, you've done enough, Maharaj Prithu, austerities. You have done a lot for your citizens, and 99 is good enough. And so don't kill Lord Indra. So now Maharaj Prithu, while was speaking to Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu came down and pacified himself, Lord Vishnu himself. So then he was pacified. Now he's addressing his kingdom to say, everything's fine. We will be happy. You will be happy. The, planet Earth, Bhumi Devi, is producing grains for you. While he was addressing his Praja, his kingdom, who should come down but the 4 Sanat Kumāras. So I will be speaking to you about the 4 Sanat Kumāras. Who are they? What is their birth? What is their importance? How do they help us? What's in it for us? So, without further ado, let's say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay. Tatpada socha shalibher shalilair. Tatpada socha shalilair. Marjita lakabandhana. Marjita Lakabandhana. Tatra Shilavatam Vritam. Tatra Shilavatam Vritam. Acharan Manayanniva. Tatpada Socha Shalilair. Marjita Lakabandhana. Tatra Shilavatam Vritam. Acharan Manayanniva. Tatpada Socha Shalilair. Marjita Lakabandhana. Tatra Shilavatam Vritam. Acharan Manayanniva. Tatpada Socha Shalilair. Marjita Lakabandhana. Tatra Shilavatam Vritam. Acharan Manayanniva. Tatpada Socha Shalilair. Marjita Lakabandhana. Tatra Shilavatam Vritam. Acharan Manayanniva. Tatpada Socha Shalilair. Marjita Lakabandhana. Tatra Shilavatam Vritam. Acharan Manayanniva. Okay. Tatpada. Their lotus feet. Socha. Washed. Shalilair. Water. Marjita. Sprinkled. Alaka. Hair. Bandhana. Bunch. Tatra. There. Shilavatam. Of the respectable gentleman. Vrittam. Behavior. Acharan. Behaving. Manayan. Practicing. Iva. Like. Okay, so we've got the translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we will say the translation together. After this, the king took the water which had washed the lotus feet of the Kumāras, sprinkled it over his hair. By such respectful actions, the king, as an exemplary personality, showed how to receive a spiritually advanced personality. So here the king, Maharaj Prithu, is offering his respects and setting example of how to receive a highly spiritual personality. Now we have a lot of highly spiritual personalities visiting us in the temple. How do we greet them? Any ideas? Yes, we got Danvat Pranam. And what else is happening? Kirtan, and everyone's, happy and jubilant. Hare Krishna. They say them. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So that is how the Hare Krishna devotees express their joy and express their happiness at seeing someone who is in advanced spiritual personality. But in any happy occasion, even if it is Vyasa Puja or Shri Krishna Janamastami. That's how we express. So here, Maharaj Prithu is expressing jubilance and joy and respect on some spiritual personalities that have descended to his kingdom while he was addressing his people. So I will explain to you after reading the purport who these personalities are, what they look like, and what has happened. So we'll get there. So let's read the purport first. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said, Apani achari Prabhu jivere sikhaya. It is very well known that whatever Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught in his life as Acharya, he himself practiced. Practice what you preach. When he was preaching as a devotee, although he was detected by several great personalities to be none other than the incarnation of Krishna, he never agreed to be addressed as an incarnation. Even though one may be an incarnation of Krishna or especially empowered by him, he should not advertise that he is an incarnation. People will automatically accept the real truth in due course of time. So you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. People will know who you are, what you are in due course of time. And that's what Krishna did, Lord Chaitanya did. He never told anybody that he is Krishna. People just came to know. And we are following him today because of his actions and his behavior. So people will automatically accept the truth in due course of time. Prithu Maharaj was the ideal Vaishnav king, which is what we need right now in the world. Prithu Maharaj was the ideal Vaishnav king. Therefore, he taught others by his personal behavior how to receive and respect saintly persons like the Kumāras. When a saintly person comes to one's home, here we go. When a saintly person comes to one's home, it is the Vedic custom first to wash his feet with water. That is what I do when my Guru Maharaj visits my home. He hasn't visited this last year. Previous to that, as soon as my Guru Maharaj comes, I have the feet washing water tray ready in the right temperature. So not too hot and not too cold. So I will always be checking the temperature because I don't want to give him cold feet. I don't want to give him too hot feet. So, and have the feet washing paraphernalia ready with jug of water. And it says so. This is our Vedas. This is our scriptures. We follow this. So when a saintly person comes to one's house, it is very custom first to wash his feet with water. Then sprinkle this water over the heads of oneself and over the heads of one's family and others who are present. And that's what we do. We even drink the water, washed feet. Prithu Maharaj did this for he was an exemplary teacher of the people in general. So that ends that purport. So quickly, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is a wonderful lesson we get, an example that we set from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. And Prithu Maharaj, who is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, how to respect our spiritual personalities, who are on a higher platform, like our Guru Maharaj. But also, we recite Vancha Kalpa every morning. What does that mean? Vancha Kalpa Trubhyascha, Kripa Sindhu Vaevacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. We offer respects to each other even. Why? Because we are devotees. Devotees set aside from non-devotees are a different class all on their own. In other words, devotees who are just like desire trees, they are representatives of Lord Krishna or Srimati Radharani. And we offer our respects because they have practiced austerities. Prabhupada says, even when one chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra once, they should be respected. So there is an element of respect. This class is all, actually this whole purport is about respect. So, but I wanted to read to you what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu set as an example. Because it is said here that in the purport also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never showed anybody his real self. Except for when he was having discussion with Ramananda Raya. Now, Ramananda Raya, hopefully I have time to come back to the Sanat Kumāras because they are also very, very interesting personalities. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and who is Ramananda Raya? So in the Krishna Leela, you know, there's Radharani, there's Krishna, two main important characters, right? Then Radharani has some friends. What are their names? Radharani's friends, best friends, close friends, yes. Lalita and Vishakha, there are two. If you go to Vrindavan temple, some of us will have gone there, Lalita and Vishakha standing side by side. They are ready to serve. So Vishakha Gopi, they are all gopis. Vishakha Gopi is particularly expert in the pastimes of Lord Krishna and Radharani. She knows everything. Good pastimes, like everything about them, not only good ones, bad ones, whatever pastimes they're having, she knows. So when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as an incarnation, Vishakha Gopi also came. All of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associates from Krishna Leela Vrindavan, they came too. He comes with everyone. So Ramananda Raya was the incarnation of Vishakha Gopi. And he knew everything about Radha Krishna pastimes. So here is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who thinks, sorry, what did I do here? Who thinks, you know, I need to know about Krishna and Radha pastimes. So he asks, he sits Ramananda Raya down. So in other words, he's sitting Vishakha Gopi there. And he wants to go through all these pastimes of Radha and Krishna. So he asks all these questions. And I was always looking for these particular questions that he asks. And I'm going to share that with you now. I know we are sort of, this lesson is about acharyas, how to greet them, but we'll get there hopefully. But this is also about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is hiding himself. So I wanted to touch on Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he's a favorite of mine, without even hiding that fact. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Ramananda Raya, what is the most valuable thing in the world? So if I'm asking you, what is the most valuable thing in the world? What will you say? So Ramananda Raya, you have any ideas you want to say? What is the most valuable thing in the world? Yes? Any answer is fine. What is the most valuable thing in the world? Diamonds. Whoa. But in a spiritual sense, diamonds are probably materially, it's very, very valuable. Let me tell you what Ramananda Raya says. The most valuable thing in the world, Ramananda Raya replied that he who has love for Radha Krishna possesses the most valuable jewel and the greatest riches. So the most valuable thing is he who has love. This is from Teachings of Chaitanya. If you want to refer to this, go back there. Teachings of Lord Chaitanya is the book. What is the most valuable thing? He who has love for Radha Krishna possesses the most valuable jewel and greatest riches. So one who is addicted to material sense gratification is considered to be not wealthy. So in here, Ramananda Raya says, when I've seen you, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I'm so pleased I don't want anything else. Those of us who worship Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and sing his praises like we do sometimes who chose the kirtans, and other times also when we have Gora Purnima, you will realize you don't want anything else. You just want to go and chant Hare Krishna and, you know, are screaming Nityananda Chaitanya. So once you have that, you don't really want anything else. Okay, so I'll go to the next question. Here Lord Chaitanya asks, out of many so-called liberated souls, out of so many liberated souls, who is actually liberated? So we've got many people who are saying, oh, I'm liberated, I'm advanced. But who is actually liberated? So Ramananda Rai replied, he who is actually completely saturated with devotional love for Radha and Krishna is to be considered the best of all liberated persons. Saturated means drowning in the love of Radha Krishna. Is anyone here there yet? Anyone here saturated and drowning in the love of Radha Krishna? Got there yet? Yes? No? No? Yeah, me neither. So we have ways to go. So we have nothing to be proud of at the moment. You realize, if you have not saturated yourself in love of Radha Krishna, and anyway, even if you are, you will not be proud either way. But we really have nothing, no ISKCON medals yet on our shoulders. We haven't gotten there yet. The actual liberated person. So next, I should have got my reading glasses, sorry. Here is a nice question which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Ramananda Rai. Out of all the songs, what do you think is the best of all? Out of all the songs. So what's the latest song that's going around right now? I don't know. I haven't been listening to any songs except J.C.R. Ram these days. But what is the nice song? And what does Ramananda Rai replied? What is your idea? What is the best song? If Lord Chaitanya asked you, tell me, Prabhuji. Yes. Correct. 100%. 200%. Yeah, that's what Ramananda Rai replied. Any song which describes the pastimes of Radha and Krishna is the best song. Exactly, word for word. Any song that describes the pastime of Radha and Krishna is the best song. So everything else is not the best song. And then Lord Chaitanya inquired, next question. This is happened to be a class of questions. What is the most profitable thing in the world? The essence of auspicious events. What is the most profitable thing in the world? The essence of all auspicious events. Ramananda Rai replied, what's his answer? You'll be surprised. Ramananda Rai replied, there is nothing as profitable as the association of pure devotees. Nothing as profitable as association of pure devotees. So sometimes, I know one Mataji who has been serving our temple for a long time, and she was hospitalized for some reasons, health reasons. And she kept asking again and again, I want to see devotees, I want to see devotees from her hospital bed. That is all she was asking. She's been serving for a long time, because she was at that stage in her life when she realized there's nothing more profitable, just like Ramananda Rai said, nothing more profitable than the association of pure devotees. Because at that time her situation was that she was meeting death. She's recovered since, but at that time it was life and death situation for her. So when you arrive at a life and death situation, what are you going to feel? You're going to scream for your mom or your dad, your brother, your sister, husband, wife. If you have served Krishna for that long, you have matured into Krishna consciousness, you will also ask for devotees. I want devotees. My mother also, she's no more now, but in her last days, she kept, asking, where is Tilakni, where is this Mataji, where is this? She kept asking. Any devotees coming from the temple today? And she only wanted prasadam to eat. She didn't want anything else. Towards the end, she couldn't eat anything, of course. But she asked for guess what? She asked for Charnamrit. Her name was Radhakund Devi Dasi. We are both the same guru. We both had the same guru, His Holiness Bir Krishna Maharaj. I'm just saying that towards the end, you will realize what is most precious. She could only take few drops of water. She only wanted Charnamrit that we have from there. You will realize at the moment you take everything for granted because you are well and happy and dancing and not in the hospital. So, you don't think about those things, and naturally so. It's not your fault. But when you come to the end, you will realize some important things as a devotee. So those are the lessons I got from the lady in the hospital. She wanted devotee association. My mother, who wanted Charnamrit, she couldn't eat anything, but she just wanted Charnamrit. And not anyone, by the way. She was in New Zealand, but we are from Fiji. Excuse me. So she wanted Krishna Kalia's Charnamrit from Fiji. So we had my brother fly, and the other brother on the other side of customs with a bottle of water filled with Charnamrit from Krishna Kalia temple, and which she had. So these are some of the devotee realizations. You'll see what is most profitable. Okay, going on to the next question. And Lord Chaitanya asks Ramananda Rai, what do you recommend a person to think of? So if I say, sit there and think of something, what will you recommend to think of? What do you think about? Ramananda Rai replied, one should always think of the pastimes of Krishna. So if you think, what am I going to think about? It's very boring. You should train your mind to think of the pastimes of Krishna. Read the Krishna book. My Guru Maharaj advises, before we go to sleep, we read the Krishna book. I'm not sick, but it's just some dust. It always makes me cough, sorry. So, next one is, what is the best type of meditation? Lord Chaitanya asks. Best type of meditation. Obviously, the best meditation is he who always meditates on the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna is the best meditator. Lotus feet. So, in your mind, can you think what lotus feet of Lord Krishna looks like? Yes, straight there. Has anyone ever had a vision of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna? They sit in your meditation. People have meditations and they see things. Like, suddenly it comes in their mind, a picture. Anyone? Cool. You want to describe? It came, see, that's good. Even I had. I saw something different. I saw very light blue skin of feet, covered with feet with light blue skin, very pink soles. The feet have very pink, and the feet were on a surface which was whitish like this, and there were rose petals floating down near those feet. Different colors of rose petals that you have rose petals there. They were floating down at his feet, and his feet were decorated with a pattern design like mehndi. Very tender looking feet. You could squeeze the juice out of them. They look very plump and tender looking feet. Lord Krishna's feet. So in your meditation, it's like that. You will have your own way of looking at Lord Krishna's lotus feet. So that's what you meditate on, if you really want to meditate on something. Okay, so next question. Where should a person live? Where should you live? Giving up all other pleasures. Obviously, you are living there, some of you. Ramananda Rai says, one should give up all other pleasures and should live in Vrindavan, where Lord Krishna has so many pastimes. So this is the dham as well. This is Gopinath's dham. As soon as you set foot, so if you are living here, you are living in Vrindavan. There are many Vrindavan dhams all over the world because we have temples all over the world. So I'm naturally originally from Krishna Kaliya dham, where Krishna, the Kaliya, the serpent is there already, living there. The last living pastime. Kaliya Nag was sent to Ramanik Dweep after being chastised in Vrindavan, Yamuna river. He was poisoning it. So when Lord Krishna danced and removed the poison, said, go there. So he came to Fiji. So he's living there. So I'm from there, Kalya Dham. So we have to be in some dham. And what is the best subject to hear of? What is the best subject? So Ramananda Rai replies, the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. The pastimes of Radha Krishna is the best pastime to hear. And now we hear this question. Who is the most worshipable deity? Who is the most worshipable deity? Ramananda Rai immediately replied, the transcendental couple, Sri Radha and Krishna, is the ultimate object of worship, which we are doing here. So you are on the right track. And then Lord Chaitanya asked, because this is a question for you as well. After worshipping these deities, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, where do they go? Where do they ultimately go? So where are you going to ultimately go? Ramananda Rai replied, some turn into trees and others attain the heavenly planets where they... Oh, no, that's not the one. Sorry. Ramananda Rai, because he was explaining what material things are. Material people turn into trees and they go into heavenly planets to enjoy material happiness if they do not worship these deities. Ramananda Rai went on to say that those who have no taste for Krishna consciousness or spiritual life are like crows who take the pleasure in eating the nimba fruit. Thus, those who are devotees of Radha and Krishna are most fortunate. But he doesn't say where they go. Lord Chaitanya inquired, those who are after material happiness, where do they go? Sorry, he never says worship. That was not the question. It's my mistake. So, then after that they talked all night. Ramananda Rai and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talked all night. So the answer to is, where do they ultimately go? If you worship Radha and Krishna, you will go to Golokha Vrindavan. There's no other place for you. But before you go to Golokha Vrindavan, you will go somewhere else to practice. You know how first of all, if you go to the Brahmachari ashram, you learn the practices, what's going on. You learn about it. Then you go to the Brahmachari ashram. You come to the temple, you learn a few things. So before you actually go to Golokha Vrindavan, you will be taken into training. Somewhere in the universe where Lord Krishna is taking birth, you will go there first. Because Lord Krishna is taking birth so many places. Lord Ram is taking birth somewhere. Lord Krishna, Lord Vaman. There are many, many universes. Many things are happening simultaneously. So you will go there first. This is directly from my Guru Maharaj. I asked him this question once. It's good to ask questions in the class when a highly spiritual person is speaking. So he said, first of all, you won't go directly to Golokha Vrindavan. You will be taken in training first. So you can learn. You watch that pastime where Krishna is. Then after that, when everybody else, when Krishna takes all his associates back to Golokha Vrindavan, then that's when you will go. So that's the process. So they talked all night. Okay, so that's the end of the question. But we were talking about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was hiding his identity as an acharya. So, Ramananda Rai said to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was speaking, he said, first I saw you as a sannyasi. Because when we see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we see, I see brahmachari boys who are chanting Hare Krishna, like the ones who are in Saffron up there upstairs. That's what I see. So he said, I saw you as a sannyasi, and then I saw you as a cowherd boy. I see before you a golden doll, and due to its presence, your complexion has become golden. Recently, I had a vision of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There were some things happening about the Tuesday Kirtan, which went all the way up to management. And I was thinking, what's Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's take on this? What does he think? And suddenly I saw Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the one who is standing on the altar as a vision. Golden form, hands up in the air, and mouth wide open. And I was like, that is not right. Why has he got his mouth wide open? Meant it actually was that he is not pleased. Because Lord Narasimha Dev opens his mouth like that. So I saw a combination of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Narasimha Dev combined, which I'd never seen before, never come across before. Because when people stop chanting Hare Krishna, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not pleased. And when somebody is attacked for doing that service, then Narasimha Dev is there to protect. So that's what I saw, it's a fact. I'm sitting on the Vyasasana and touching the Srimad Bhagavatam, so I shall speak the truth and nothing else but the truth, so help me God. That's what I saw. So we need to chant all the time. And if someone is chanting Hare Krishna, we should not put obstacles and harass them. That's my take on this. And anybody who does that, I would say, try to protect yourself from Lord Narasimha Dev. Because you are dealing with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you're not dealing with ordinary people in the temple. So having said that, Ramananda Rai then finally says, after telling him, I saw you in this complexion golden, I saw you as a cowherd boy, I saw you as a sannyasi, then he says, I'm just scrolling down to the right place so you can, he says, I request that you try not to hide yourself. So he's asking him, please don't hide yourself, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I understand that you have accepted the complexion and mode of thinking of Srimati Radharani, and that you are trying to understand yourself from the viewpoint of Radharani. Right? We all know that. He wanted to feel Radharani's rasa. So he came. So he said, you have actually invented yourself to take this point of view. Although you incarnate mainly to understand your own self, you are the same, distributing love of Krishna. Please don't try to deceive me, I beg of you. It is not good for you. So Lord Chaitanya suddenly smiled and showed, this is what we want to know. He showed Ramananda his real form as the combination of Sri Radha and Krishna. In this text we read that he was hiding himself as the Acharya, as an Acharya, not as Radha Krishna, so that people would not know. But for Ramananda Rai, who is Vishakha, incarnated, Vishakha Gopi, he actually shows himself, the real form, as combination of Sri Radha and Krishna. Thus, Lord Chaitanya was Sri Krishna himself with the external features of Srimati Radharani. His transcendental ability to become two, then become one again, was revealed to Ramananda Rai. So he became two and then he became one again. Two meaning Radha and Krishna, then back to Lord Chaitanya again. And Ramananda Rai saw this. Those who are fortunate enough to understand Lord Chaitanya as well as the Vrindavan pastimes of Radha and Krishna can be able, by the mercy of Sri Rupa Goswami, to know about the real identity of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So I was always wondering why, and you might also be wondering why, you are always worshipping Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and feel so attracted to them. But because you are supposed to be worshipping Radha Gopinath, I have Radha Shyamsundar in my house, and I was always puzzled. Why is my faith sort of distracted? I'm supposed to be worshipping my Radha Shyamsundar. Then after reading this, I said, they're actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is both Radha and Krishna together. And that's why. So, Lord Chaitanya embraced Ramananda Rai and said, because you have understood the purpose of my incarnation, you are privileged to have this particular feature of my personality. My dear Ramananda, I am not a different person with a fair complexion as Gaura Purusha. I am the self-same Krishna. Then he tells him, I am Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda. He introduces himself. And due to the contact with body of Srimati Radharani, I have now assumed this form. Srimati Radharani does not touch anyone but Krishna. Therefore, she has influenced me with her complexion, mind, and words. In this way, I'm just trying to understand the transcendental flavor of her relationship with Krishna. So, it is by Srimati Radharani's grace that we get the blessings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so I will stop there. We are almost over time. Are there any questions or comments? Yes, Prabhuji. Any reference? Try Srimad Bhagavatam. So the question is the references where when we leave this body and then we go to other places for training. And then, well, training means realizing Krishna, because we are not 100% pure devotees then. Actually, that is why we go there. Because nobody reaches pure devotional service in this material body. No one. Very rare. Very rare. You can, it's possible, but very rare. So the question is then, where do we get this reference that it is written that we go to the other pastimes and then go to Goloka Vrindavan? I have not personally read in any part, but it possibly will be in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Most of this information is there. I know from a class of my Guru Maharaj. So if I find this class, I think I have your phone number, I will forward you that. But I got this message, like I had said, I got this from the class of my Guru Maharaj. But somewhere in the, let me see if I can, no, I don't have much time. But it will be, if you go Google it in Srimad Bhagavatam and ask that very question about the process of going back to Godhead. What is the journey after leaving this body? Because we imagine that a celestial airplane will come, we will sit on that airplane, and then we'll go back to Goloka, Vrindavan. It may come, it may not come. Where you are transported, no one knows. But I know this on authority, and there's another authority also, it says Indradumna Maharaj. So if you can catch their classes, Indradumna Maharaj's class and His Holiness Bir Krishna Maharaj, these two classes, they will tell you in there what happens when you pass away or when you leave this body, how you get back to Godhead. You go to other planets depending on your karma, whether you like material things, if you like to enjoy, happiness, music, Bollywood, you might go to and are doing good things. You haven't hurt anybody, you haven't stolen, you haven't killed, you haven't done bad things to other people. You will go to heavenly planets and enjoy material life there. Like Lord Indra, all the apsaras are there, they are all dancing, music, nice things. But if you are a Hare Krishna devotee and you are worshipping Lord Krishna, then you will be transported where Lord Krishna is taking birth somewhere else in another universe. You will look at those pastimes, you will be present, then from there you will develop your rasa. When I say you will be trained further, it means you will develop your rasa with Krishna. If you are Lord Krishna's Sakha, friend, you will develop that fully, 100%. If you are Lord Krishna's Gopi, or his little diya, or maybe a champaka flower, who knows what you are, you will develop that. Once you develop that fully, 100%, then you get transported to Goloka Vrindavan. Just like, oh yes, there is one reference that I just remembered, Prabhuji. Read the story of Gopakumar in the Brihad Bhagavatamrita. He goes to various planets. He's been, that will be the reference. He goes to, it's good you asked that, and I've spoken about it, so it just clicked. Brihad Bhagavatamrita, read Gopakumar stories. He goes to different planets and comes back to Earth, then other planets and back to Earth many times, 2-3 times. He goes to where Lord Ram is there, he goes to Vaikuntha where Lord Vishnu is. He goes to Lord Shiva's abode. He goes to Mahalok where they're just chanting. He goes to many, many planets. Then in every planet, he's asking, where is the cowherd boy? You know, that boy who's wearing, village boy who's wearing the flowers from the forest, dhoti, and, he's got a, thing to herd the cows. I want that boy. So when he goes to Vaikuntha, where Lord Vishnu is there, all opulence, Lakshmi Devi is there, the whole palaces are glittering with diamonds and emeralds, and everybody's in beautiful clothes, and they try to force Kumar, you wear these beautiful clothes. And he goes, no, I'm a cowherd boy, I'm from the forest. Lord Krishna, I'm looking for that boy, that blue boy. Where is he? So Lord Vishnu is there, he is Krishna, but he's not interested in that form. He keeps on looking for only Krishna. So he goes to different planets, Lord Ram as well. He says, where is that boy? He goes to Lord Shiva. He also asks the same question. Comes to Jagannath Puri, comes down to earth. Where is that boy? Finally, he goes to Golokha Vrindavan. So he goes to many planets. Before he can fully get that ras, he has to train himself and he has to purify himself that much. So yes, there's a beautiful story about Gopakumar, and that's the reference. Any other questions? Yes. Okay. So from these questions, Prabhuji's question is that how can we develop that most precious, valuable thing that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Ramananda Rai. Ramananda Rai replied, most precious thing is one who has love for Radha Krishna. That's most valuable, most precious. So how can we develop love for Radha and Krishna? So first of all, the answer is love for Radha Krishna is already in you. Everyone has it. Love for God is in you. That is why we chant Cheto Darpana Marjanam. When we practice Krishna consciousness, when we chant, we are wiping our heart clean. Right now, we have taken material birth. You don't know how many millions of births you've taken. So that love has been covered. It's there. It is there in you. It is there in me. It is there in her. It is there in him. It is there. But how many millions of lives you took, you don't know. And what you did, do you remember what you did in your past life? No. In 100 years lives, 100 life maybe, 100 lives ago? No. So accumulated karma has actually covered that love that you have for Radha and Krishna. So we have to remove the cobwebs, we have to wipe it clean. And that's why we chant Hare Krishna, because the power of the Mahamantra is Lord Krishna himself, he cleans your heart. Once your heart is cleaned, then you will see the love of Krishna. Why? I'll give you an example. A mother loves her child. Mother always loves her child. Everything about the child reminds her of the child. The little shoes, the little clothes. Even if the child is as tall and big as him now today. But the mother will always keep your shawl, look at the little boots, because she is always in love with her child. So similarly, we love Krishna, it is always there. It's just hidden, not there anymore, because we are going to work, we have our own children, we have some responsibilities, we have many things happening, and our mind is always influenced by things going around. Right now, a group of ladies are telling me, Mataji, you're fighting with people. Where did that come from? I never fought with any of them. It's because their mind has been poisoned by some kind of prajalpa, some kind of gossip. So then the love of Krishna, Radha Krishna, is is hidden because they are engaging their mind in prajalpa. Prajalpa is a word supplied by Srila Prabhupada. It means unnecessary talk. So if you indulge in those things, then love of Radha Krishna is close because your mind is somewhere. You're not thinking of Krishna. You're not chanting of Krishna. So as soon as your heart becomes clean, the love of Krishna, Radharani, it will come up. Before even that, you will start developing compassion for the souls. Just like the mother loves the little boots of her baby, you will love everything and anything that belongs to Krishna. Krishna and his dog, you'll love them all. Because that love is not just for Radha and Krishna, but everything that has to do with Radha and Krishna connected. So you will be looking at that one is a soul, that one is a soul, that one is a soul, has Paramatma, Paramatma, Paramatma. They are everywhere. You will see Krishna everywhere, in the sun, in the water. That's what the Bhagavad Gita says. I'm the taste in water. I'm in the rays of the sun. I'm in the first spring season. Of all the bodies of water, I'm the ocean. So everything will remind you of Krishna. You will come to that stage. You haven't come to that stage now because we haven't chanted without offenses. So the person who says, Mataji, you're fighting with people, and I haven't, that's an offense. That person hasn't chanted with, I'm not trying to take shots at anyone, sorry, sitting in the Vyasasana, but that is an example of chanting with offenses. Is trying to blaspheme devotees who've dedicated their lives to preaching the holy names of the Lord. So there are many things that we have to take in account. Don't hurt anybody. Don't do bad things. Chant Hare Krishna, develop love and compassion for people first. I used to think that question, how to love Radha and Krishna, I had that same question. I still have that same question. How can I love Radha and Krishna? It's not there. And then in my mind, I had a personal realization, which is try serving my Guru Maharaj first. Try to develop love and respect for my own Guru Maharaj. That's training. Maybe then I'll qualify myself to go further. Try to serve devotees and love devotees. Try to love humanity, love animals, love cows. Then maybe I will be qualified to love Krishna. I will learn. So it is a process, and it is a very good question. And it is a question that we should all ask ourselves, how to love Krishna better. That's the most precious jewel, what to do. So we have to train ourselves to be good people, to be nice people, to stop offending, to start chanting without offenses. Even if somebody has done something wrong, you have to ask yourself, say I had fought with somebody, many people, not one people, many, say I did. Then you have to ask yourself, what am I? Have I fought with people too? The answer will be yes. I fought with people too. So who am I to point fingers at somebody else? So there's a story there, you don't cast a stone in a glass house unless you've done nothing wrong yourself. So what I'm trying to say is work on yourself. Once you have worked on yourself, you will love Krishna. And you'll get there faster than anyone else. And you will be able to see a devotee who has reached that level from a devotee who hasn't. They will shine like diamonds. You will see. Like our Guru Maharajas, our Acharyas, best one is Prabhupada. He shines like the sun in this planet, which is really torn with war and everything is going on. And you see a beacon of hope, Srila Prabhupada, who has love for Radha and Krishna. So that's the question, and we've come to the end, 9 o'clock. Thank you for listening. Hare Krishna.